Hi, good morning all.
Morning.
Good morning.
Screen is visible, right?
No, ma'am.
Screen is not visible.
No.
For others?
No, ma'am, it's not visible.
It's not visible. Once again.
Now it's visible.
Now it's visible.
Yeah.
Right? Now it's visible, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you. So previously we were discussing about the SQL functions. Under that we were discussed about the numeric function over there, right? So today we will discuss about the string functions over here. So we can also tell like it is a character functions here. So string got character functions here. These character functions are used to manipulate the text strings over here. So they accept as input and return both the character and the number values as the output over here. So next point is that string in SQL means where it is a collection of the characters here, right? So string means you are going to enter everything in one single quotes over here. So that we call as a string, right? So this is a string. So in the string only you are going to use. So how we are using under the string, we can also tell like it is a character functions over here. So first one we are having like it is the ASCII over here. So this is the ASCII. This is the function over here. So the do you have any idea about this? What do you mean by this ASCII code? Any abbreviation here? Full form of this ASCII code? Anybody having idea about it? So it is American Standard Code for Exchange Information. Sorry, American Standard Code for Information Exchange over here, right? So we'll pronounce it as ASCII here. So in this ASCII, it is going to return as the ASCII value of the specified character here. So for example, you are mentioning A here. So for that, for that particular string, what is the code over here? It will generate. So when you're using this ASCII code over here, right? So you will just execute in our SQL developer here. Just a second. So ASCII stands for the American Standard Code for Information Exchange here, right? So for each and every character, it will be having one code. So always it is from dual only. Okay. So ASCII code. For A, it is 65. Like that, it will be having one code for each and every character over here. Okay. So for we'll just mention like it is B here. We'll just execute. So for that B, what is the character over here? Okay. The code, it will generate the code over here. Okay, so next function we are having like it is the upper function over here. So why we are using this upper function here? It is used to convert the string into the upper or the capital letters over here. In that case, we are using this upper function here, right? So for example, we are for everything we are having a syntax here. So previously we would discuss, right? So whenever it is the power, so we are using the keyword over here. So here we are using the upper function over here. So it is select the upper. So whatever you are going to mention. So where we are using under the string or a character, we are going to mention in single quotes only. Okay. So select upper A, B, C, D. So in strings we have mentioned from dual. So what will be the output here now?
Caps ABCD.
Capital A, B, C, D, right? So it will give you this output over here. Right. So you can also just observe without giving the strings, how it will consider. Just a second. There again, a second. Okay. So you will get that in a particular string like ABC to be converted into the capital letters over here, right? So if you're not going to mention in the string over here, but I'm using this upper function. So what will be the output for us now? You didn't mention in the strings, you didn't mention in the particular string over here. Directly you're mentioning like it is ABCD. So whether it will convert the string function
No,
here?
ma'am.
No, right?
No, it won't.
Without the single quotes, it cannot come.
So that where whenever you're using the string functions over here, we are going to mention in the single quotes only, right? So in case, if in the third example over here, so where you mention everything like in capital letters only. So now how it will execute? The work of this upper function is to convert this string into the capital characters only. So already you are having in capital characters only. So how it will execute the output now? The output will be same.
Capital only.
Capital,
Same
no doubt. It will be same only, right? So we are going to take it from our EMP table. In our EMP table, we are having one column like a ename over here. Okay. In our ename column, if it is ename from EMP table, okay. If we are having the ename in small letters over here, so we are going to convert into the capital letters over here. So select the ename column, upper ename. So which column we need? So upper ename from your EMP table. So obviously you can able to get the output as all the ename names will be converted into the uppercase over here, right? So this is how we use this upper function over here. So we are having one table like our base table. It is the select star from AP underscore suppliers table. Okay. So you'll be having this example here also. So in this table, we are going to take like a vendor name over here. So vendor name column, in that vendor name, it can be full of capital letters also, or it can be small letters also. Okay. So we don't know, but I want all the vendor name to be converted into the capital letters over here. So where we are using like select the vendor name, comma upper vendor name over here from AP underscore suppliers table here. So now you can able to see here. So what happens here? First one, we are having like TP1 supplier over here. So that particular name, everything got changed here. Even if it is having capital letters also, it will show the same output only. So here you can able to see. So this is how we use this upper function according to our requirement over here. So under functions, we'll be creating one function in Pl-Sql. Okay. So there, if you're going to, after creating one function there in Pl-Sql, so whenever you are executing a function, we are having some methods over there. You will execute. So when you're giving the correct output, when you're executing the correct name only, it will give you the output. In that case, what happens there? We will add one comment, like we will add one function like upper function over here. So obviously, when you're mentioning like it is uppercase and lowercase, you will get the output there. So this is how we use this upper function, right? So upper function where it is used to convert the string into the capital letters over here. Okay, same way we are having another function like a lower over here, which is used to convert the string into the lower character over here. So when when I'm telling like it is a lower means, so what happens here? So obviously the syntax, the name alone changes here. So select lower, the string over here. So select lower where I'm mentioning the oracle from dual. So obviously what happens? No, so in the same example, I'm going to convert into the lower case, that is into the lower characters over here, right? So in the same example, I just so where I'm mentioning like lower over here. So instead of A, B, C, D, I'm mentioning like it's a capital one, A, B, C, D. So obviously you will get the lower characters here. Small characters. Okay. Same way, you are mentioning like select E name over here where it is the, instead of upper, you are mentioning like lower. Now what happens in this case here? Already it is having lower only. Again, it will give you the output as same output only. Already it is having the E name in the lower character only. That is small characters only. So same output you will get, right? So you don't have any option like, I want to add only the first character in a particular string. I want to give it as the capital over here. So where we cannot use this upper or lower case. We are having another function like it is the init cap over here, right? It is clear, right? So whenever you're mentioning,
Now I have one doubt, ma'am.
yes,
Here you have write a lower ename brackets. You are not taken the quotations, right?
I have not taken the, it is already taken in the
Quotations.
quotations. I have not taken. It is a column name I'm giving. It is a character string or a character over here, right? If you are going
But
to
you are in
convert,
the upper,
hmm,
you have written the computers in the brackets, right?
yeah, I
Uppercase.
have given like from dual. You should see that also. From dual means it is a dummy table over here. I want the output alone. So where I'm using it in a string over there, but I'm taking in a table. What happens? Already it is in a column. I'm taking a particular column over here. So we are having the syntax here. It is a string we are given. So if you're taking the column name, you're going to mention that column name only here. So obviously it is converting.
Okay, okay.
Right, you can see the difference, right? When I'm using it in the dual, I'm using it in the single quotes over there. So where I don't have
Yeah.
any format or anything over there, just I'm using the upper function or lower function. So according to the string, it is giving me the output. So when I'm taking from my table, base table over here, I'm taking the same column names. So your doubt is correct only. Why you're not using the quotes? You'll be having a doubt. So you can observe here. We are taking from the column name directly. So we don't need to mention in the quotes over there. Anything newly we're going to
okay.
enter. In that case, you are going to use it and you're going to change that particular string over there. Already you're having the column. So for each and everything, we cannot be able to use it in a string over there, right? So taking column name,
Yes.
already you take the column name alone directly, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
in this,
Yes.
yeah, in this uppercase and lowercase, uppercase it is used to convert into the capital one, lowercase it is used to convert into the lowercase over here. Okay, in this you cannot use, I want to change one particular string where the first letter alone should be in capital letter. We cannot use that. We are having another function like it is a init cap over here. So it is the init cap over here. It is used to convert the lowercase d. So it is used to convert the first character into the upper character in a given string over there. So I want the first character alone. I want the first character alone to be in capital. So where I'm using it like unit cap over here. Unit cap over here, right? So same thing. You're taking from our employee table over here. So select the e name and init cap ename from emp table. So obviously what happens now?
All the names of the first letter is
First
capital.
letter will be in capital one. That's it. So init cap over here. So where I'm mentioning the ename column over here from the emp table. So what happens here? Only the first character alone, it will be converted into the capital one. So when I'm using this init cap here. Okay. So upper, lower and init cap. So next character, next function is there. I want to find the number of characters present in one particular string. Okay. So where we are having a next
Length of
function
the
like
string.
length. So previously we came across the length over here. So same thing only. So only the keyword differs, you can observe that. So where we are selecting here, in this you can able to use. So select lower, instead of lower, I'm using it like select length over here. So obviously what happens now? How
4.
it will calculate? It will give us the output like 4 over there. So you can able to see. Okay, even if you are having a small characters or you can able to see. So A, B, C, D, I'm giving. So I'm giving space over here. I'm giving E, G, F. So what is the number of characters there present in the particular string here, including spaces? How many
8.
characters we are having here? So obviously it will give you the length as 8 over here. So this is the length functionality. Okay. Same thing. I'm just extending my query over here. So where I'm using this length. So length also we'll be using where for a particular name I want to find what is the how much the character is consisting. So where I'm using this length over here is used to display the number of character present in the given string over there. Okay. So where I'm using it like length ename from emp table over here. So what is the length over here? So it is for the Smith character, it is the length, it is 5 over here. So for the entire table, I'm given this. The entire column, ename column, I'm given this. So you can able to find the length. Okay. So next function we are having like, we are having another example also. Previous also, we also came across this length using this. So another select statement like select star from the table name, emp table name. So where we are mentioning, I'm telling like writing the condition over here, where length, when I'm telling where length is equals to, suppose it is 4 over here. Okay, I want only the output to be only the length of characters 4 over here. So where we are using the condition like length ename is equals to 4. Now what happens in this case here? My requirement is under my EMP table, under my column like ename column, I want to find out whoever name is having length, I only want that output over here. So where I'm writing a condition like where length ename is equals to 4. So how many output I will get from this table? This is the output, right? From this 14 records, how many records I can get?
3.
3. So 1, 2, and 3. So obviously you will get the output as 3 over here. So according to the condition. So where I'm selecting select star from. Select star from means it entirely it is selecting all the columns from the table over here. Right? According to the condition. So where we can also use it under the condition over here. So any doubts here? So you'll be having a doubts also whether it will calculate the length for example, including the special characters, whether it will calculate the special characters also here. So for example, I'm writing some special characters over here. I'm adding some special characters here. So now what is the number of characters over here?
13.
14. 14.
13.
How 13? How 14? Entirely it is 14. So including spaces and including the special characters over here, it is going to calculate the length over here, right? Any doubts in this? Up to this, it is clear, right? So we are having another function like it is the reverse over here. So we are having another function also, it is a reverse over here. So where it is used to reverse the given string. I'm giving a string like is an oracle over here. According to my requirement, the particular string, it should be in reverse order. So where we are using this reverse keyword. So reverse function, reverse along with a string over here. So select reverse oracle from dual. So the particular string will be reversed. So our output will be, what will be our output here?
PLCARO.
Reverse the string, it will be reversed. Okay. So this also will be using. So at the time you will not be using all the functions according to your requirement. You will be adding those functions over here, upper functions or lower function, reverse over here, right? So reverse from a particular string. So where we are using in a dual. So you can able to the particular string has been reversed. So coming into the next one. So select reverse ename from EMP table. So in our table we are having Smith over here. We are having the name like it is Smith. So his name will be reversed. We want this output. We can able to see the output over here, like reverse ename. The particular name has been in reversed using the function over here, right? So second one, third example, we go to this fourth one, already third we know. So fourth one is that select star from EMP table where reverse ename is equals to 4. So what will be the output here? This is the reverse ename. So where you're mentioning where reverse ename is equals to 4 over here. Whether this will work,
Only
this
three.
will give you the output here first.
3.
3. Same 3. How, without using length, how we will get this reverse?
Okay.
First of all, length only will, it is used to convert, it is used to find. So without using length, what happens here? If you're using the same column name here, it shows as error only. So how to rectify this syntax here? How to rectify our select statement here?
Reverse length ename is equal to 4.
Reverse length ename, right? Inside this length, reverse, you are using this length. Again, it is the ename column over here. So some examples, they will check us whether we are executing correctly. So now what happens again here? Inconstant data type expected
Four.
person.
4 need to be in the bracket.
Code need to be in bracket. Invalid relational operator here. Whether the
Give the
syntax is
bracket
correct.
from length to 4.
Length 4. Okay. Missing right parenthesis. So how to use this? So already it showed an error like it is an invalid relational operator over here. So how we can execute this? Whether we can use like where reverse and the length ename, where we can use this AND operator here. Again, it is showing as an invalid relational operator only. How to overcome? Whether the syntax is correct or wrong, or if you want to make any changes over here.
Reverse ename comma length equal to 4.
Reverse ename
Comma length equal to
comma
4.
length is equals to 4. Okay. Can we use it in the first in our select statement itself, like select this reverse ename? Can we use this way? Select reverse ename from EMP table where length is equal, length of ename is equals to 4. Can we use this way?
Yes,
we can.
yes.
We can use it. So what happens here? We are using our reverse function also, and in the condition you are mentioning like length of ename is equals to 4 over here, right? So some syntaxes, some examples, you should we should execute, then only we will get the correct output here. So first we are using the reverse function. So select reverse the particular column. It is a ename column. From that, after doing the reverse, we are writing a condition like where length of ename is equals to 4. So obviously you are getting this output here. So you're getting like 3 outputs here. So we usually when we are using this length, you got one output, right? So what are the 3 outputs? First, it is showed for the ward over here. Ward, king. Next, it is the fort over here. So when you're finding the length, we got 3 outputs. That name itself got reversed over here, right? Any doubts in this reverse functionality? It is used to reverse the given string over here, right? So next we are having the concatenation over here. So have you ever come across this function, concatenation function or concat here? The concat function, it is used to merge the 2 strings. We should use, so obviously it is used to merge two strings over here. Next, we can also call it as a two pipelines over here. So why we are using this is a two pipelines over here. When you're using these two pipelines also, it will resemble like it is the concatenation function only, right? So to use this concatenation, so here we are having a syntax like concat string 1 and string 2. So obviously we are merging two strings over here. So how we are using through this concatenation function here, right? So select concat over here. So where I'm writing the string over here, like Oracle, this is one string, and private underscore limited, this is one string over here. So obviously my output will be merging two strings here. So my output will be one particular string, like it is the Oracle private limited. So whatever the private here, I'm having the gap. Same way in my output also, I'll get the same space over there. I'll get the same space. Yeah, this is my output. This is my first string and this is my second string. In my first string, it is only Oracle, okay. In my second string, I have given a space here like private space limited over here. So while using the concatenation function, it is used to merge two strings here. So obviously my output will be Oracle private limited only. So whatever I have given in the second string, same that only I will receive the output here, right? I will get or not? I'll get that output only, right? Even though
Yes.
in your second string, whatever you have mentioned, you are given the space over here. It will not change. So you can able to see it's Oracle private, the space over here. So coming into the next one. So select concat two strings you are mentioned here. So you can able to see that is ASDF PQRS together. The next Oracle server also same. It will merge two strings over here. So jointing and it is giving you the output. So coming into the next one. So where I'm not using my concat keyword anywhere. Instead of that, I'm using two pipelines over here. When we use those two pipelines also, we will call it as a concatenation only, right? So select Oracle concatenation private underscore limited. So what happens in this case here? It is giving you the same set of output only. No need to mention the concat keyword. Instead of that, if you're going to mention two pipelines here, it will going to give you the same output here. Okay. So we are having a next example over here. So where in this concatenation, so where you're using it like select concat Oracle India, this is Oracle one string, India one string, limited one string from UL. So it will execute whether it will give us any output over here. It will give us the output like it's Oracle India Limited, or it will throw an error. How it will execute now? According to the syntax, we are having only two strings over here, but you have mentioned three strings here. Now what happens in this case? It will throw an error. So using concat, again it's a Oracle India Limited. So what happens? It shows as the invalid number of arguments over here. So to overcome that, we are using like you can able to convert strings over here, multiple strings, but according to the concept, according to our syntax here is concat string 1 and string 2 only. I want to convert three strings at a time. Then we are using it like inner concat, it is for Oracle and India, and your outer concat, it's for this limited over here. So obviously while executing this in this particular syntax over here, according to the syntax, we are adding one more concat. So you can use this. We're getting the output like Oracle India Limited over here. So have you seen the difference? So when you are using more than two strings over here, even though you're using your concatenation keyword here, it will throw an error. To overcome that only, we are adding like an inner function like concat over here for India, Oracle India, and outer you're giving like a concatenation here and executing. So now you can able to see it is Oracle India Limited. Same way, you will be having another doubt also. So why we cannot use it under the two pipelines over here? So where I'm using it like select Oracle India Limited. So this is a concatenation. So two pipelines represent the concatenation over here. So now whether it will execute or it will throw an error here. It will give us the output like Oracle India Limited here, or it will throw an error. So when using here itself only one concat function, using 3 strings, it was throwing an error. So when we are using under 2 pipelines also, it is going to represent as concatenation. But here what happens here? It is working or not? Oracle,
Working.
again, when you're using under 2 pipelines, it is working. Okay, same way we will be having another in SQL will coming across this concatenation here. Concatenation, single quotes, again space, concatenation, again single quotes concatenation over here. So again, after the pipeline, so where you're mentioning the single quote space, single quotes, again 2 pipelines over here. Okay, you will be frequently coming across this pattern over there when you're coming into Pl-Sql then. So select Oracle, so where I'm giving like it is the 2 concatenation where it is a space over here, again one string, second string, concatenation space, again concatenation, again third string over here. So obviously how it will treat now? Whether it will
It will give space.
give space in between. So obviously what
Between
happens?
Oracle India.
As it told,
Oracle space, India space limited.
limited. So how it is considering here, as I told, the strings over here. It is considering in one particular string. This is one string. This is your second string. This is your third string. This is your fourth string. And this is your fifth string over here. So according to that, it is giving you the output here. It is merging, right? So any doubts in this? Same way we have another example over here. So where we are using it like select ename. So this is the column over here. Okay, so where I'm using the concatenation, single quotes over here. So in this, I'm mentioning like it is the UD message over here. Using UD message is a user defined message over here. Typing our own message over here. Okay, is working as so single quotes over here. So where I'm mentioning like it is a job over here. So job from EMP table. So obviously what will be the output here? Ename it's a column. It's working or is working as okay. So where I mentioned my UD message. UD message is nothing but our own message, user defined message over here. Typing his own message here. So is working as. So obviously we are having in our table 15 records here. So how it will consider the output here now? This is one is the string and this is one third. It is considering as a third. But according to our concept, we are mentioned only one in one particular string like is working as. So how it will give us the output here?
Like Smith is working as clerk, like that.
Same way, it will give me 15 records over here. So where it is merging, so you can able to see. So Smith is working as clerk. Again, Alan is working as salesman over here. Right? So here you are giving your UD message also. That also it will consider. That too you are mentioning the string over here, obviously. So if you're not mentioning in a string over here, you're not going to mention in a string. But you use the concatenation over here. So obviously what happens here? It is throwing an error like it is a missing expression over here. Right? So it's a UD message. You want the output according to the requirement over here. So where you're using. So in your table, you're having 15 records. According to that, we are getting the output here, right? So where you're using the concatenation. These two pipelines, it will represent as the concatenation function or a concat function over here, right? Any doubts in this? It is
Will it
clear, right?
consider the numbers?
Numbers. So on the string, what happens here? You're telling